Surprise drop, motherfuckers. That's right, it's Dave from Actual Play Entertainment. It's always fun to have a guest on, and this time we had Caleb Stokes, award-winning writer, to play his game Red Markets. We had an absolute fucking blast playing with this man. It was super fun, and I hope you enjoy. Now, we wouldn't be able to do fun shit like this without you guys downloading and subscribing and telling your friends and all that stuff that gets us out there, so the algorithm overlords will love us. Please keep doing that. Do it more. Do it as much as you can. We really appreciate it. More people will listen. We can do more fun shit like this. Win-win for everyone. All right, let's rock and roll. Welcome in to Actual Play Entertainment presents Red Markets, a game of economic horror that creates drama and terror through scarcity. Capitalism, a few more swirls down the drain, but zombies to keep it from becoming too real. My name is Dave, and I am actually going to be a player along with two of the usual suspects, Mike and Kurt.
Hey.
But because we have a special guest, and if anyone can do, maybe I'll put in a little drum roll. We have Ennie Award-winning author for Delta Green, the founder and basically everything for Hebanon Games, the designer of Red Markets himself, and the October Teacher of the Month from the Table Rock Lake Chamber of Commerce in 2018.
Hey.
We have the one and the only Caleb Stokes.
Hey, welcome,
Thank
Caleb.
you. That last one's the real prize. Yeah, they don't give that one out to just anybody. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
No, it's awesome, man. We're excited to have you on with us and play some Red Markets.
Yeah, and you're not just playing any old Red Markets. You're playing the second edition of Red Markets, which I am currently playtesting. And you can playtest too if you want to download it for pay what you want. Anywhere you can get games. Itch, Drive-Thru RPG, my Patreon, Heaven Games Open Design. But I just thought I'd show it off to you, gents, since you were so nice to play a game of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did
awesome.
Run through it. You put out kind of an open call to everybody, come play my game and tell me what you think. So we did it, and we had fun. And there is a little inside thing with people who listen to us. We always joke about, even in our home games, that Kurt survives everything. Countless times we're
don't
talking
throw
about,
me under the bus right now.
He was the only one that survived. He was the only one who survived our Red Markets game too. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Well,
thank you.
Just throwing it out there.
We'll see what the dice have to say about that. I don't have a lot of control over that in Red Markets.
No, he prays to the dice gods.
It's the invisible hand of economics that decides who lives and dies, not me. Yeah.
I appreciate your perspective that the dice tell the story here, Caleb, because lately it really does feel like Dave has the sights set right on me.
Awesome. Well, I'll turn it over to you. And
Dave, are you excited to play?
Yeah, I'm excited to play.
Yeah, so I'll get us started. I'm going to set this in West Memphis. This is on the lost side of the Tennessee recession. So when it turned out that death was not as permanent as we'd hoped, and that all of those zombie movies had something to say that we perhaps should have listened to, the remains of the United States government retreated east across the Mississippi River, leaving behind a number of people in what you now call the Loss. And that is where you live, because you are all takers. And your enclave, which is the city of non-citizens that have been declared legally dead for breaking quarantine. By breaking, I mean being left behind and abandoned when they established quarantine. You lived in an enclave called Spirit. Spirit is in an industrial park of pretty much everything you'd want to hide from a city, because it takes big trucking to do it. So, utility pole storage, landfills, distribution centers for hardware and like appliance repair places. But lots of fencing, lots of razor wire, and that is the number one real estate thing you are looking for when the dead rise up and try to eat you. So Spirit was founded by the former employees of a Spirit Halloween located in the area in a destroyed business. And they founded the Enclave with the first takers for Spirit, which was a squad of animal and, character masked takers that became so successful they retired and built a city of survivors in the floodplain between the two bridges across the Mississippi, the now completely anti-personnel mined Hernando de Soto Bridge and the Big River Crossing, which is a rail bridge that has been completely fortified by the Department of Homeland Quarantine and Stewardship, or the DHQS, which is the CDC, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and whatever we had left of the armed services turned into one giant military junta. So being on the recession border, right before the glut of dead in West Memphis that perform a basically impenetrable moat of cannibals, you have almost nothing to grow, you have almost nothing to sell, except a secure place to sleep behind fencing and access to a culvert that bypasses the city. So anyone that wants to smuggle anything in towards the receiving United States goes through Spirit, and anybody who wants to smuggle anything out to the endless enclaves further west in the destroyed remains of the United States go through Spirit, at least if they're in the South. So you're basically a hum of, scum and villainy. You are just and you live in a factory and improvised homes. The city is only as large as the streets you can take back. And you have takers that do work there in the grand tradition of the Spirit crew. So introduce your guy, your player, your character. What taker are you bringing in to this enclave of desperate graspers, foreign spies, slumlord crime bosses, and post-apocalyptic lunatics?
All right, who's going
first?
All right, Kurt, he said nothing, so he goes first.
Okay. All right, I'm going to be playing a character called Null. He's just known as Null because he's a deep worshiper of the black math, which is God's math. He's trying to get the number of casualties down to 0. He's obsessed with that number. That's why everybody calls him Null. It will balance God's math one day when enough casualties are reduced so that the ratio of casualties to humans is once again restored to the way it was. And humanity has a great debt to pay, and it's Null's mission to fulfill, to wipe that debt clean. He's kind of a post-apocalyptic paladin. He's got kind of a sword and board thing going on. Yeah. It's a riot shield and a machete that are his sword and board. He calls them the index and the reference desk because he's also a hobbyist librarian. And in this post-apocalyptic world, he is obsessed with the finer things in life and preserving a little taste of civilization. So wherever he's going, he's collecting books, and he has a little silver teapot set that he keeps, and he's always trying to have little tea rituals and get back to the finer things in civilization that we've lost.
Yes, your character is a believer, which is someone as a result of, all of science and physics being thrown out the window one day, decided maybe that should extend theologically. So you're finding the new truth in this brave new world. Next.
I'm playing a character named Smoke. And Smoke is a great old lunk of a southern boy. He's young, but no one's entirely sure how young he is. Smoke likes to keep himself pretty wrapped up. He says that he catches a chill easily. He is a driver within the enclave. He's not a very good driver, but being this enormous hunk of muscle swinging around of a firefighter's axe, everyone just sort of lets him drive whenever he says he's going to drive. He seems like a pretty mean brute, except that he can be seen taking very good care of a young girl named Philly, who he's adopted as a daughter. He cares for her in kind of a brutish sort of way. He swears around her, he yells at her, but you know that he takes very good care of her and would absolutely obliterate anything that was any kind of threat to her at all. He seems to have that same soft spot for most of the young people around Spirit. But yeah, that's Smoke.
Smoke, your character is also latent. So in the setting of Red Markets, well, you're not hiding it. In the setting of Red Markets, the zombie virus is not so nice and easy as to be a bite means a bullet, even though some people think it's that way. He is a cold carrier of the blight, meaning it's got all of the horrible black sinews and festering sores and infective sweat and fluids of a casualty, but you are still alive and it has not affected your brain. Now, it's very bad if you die, because then you instantly become a zombie. But
yes,
until then, you can take a bite without becoming a monster and killing everyone in your team, which is very useful for takers.
So that's interesting.
Okay, that's the silver lining there.
And so I'm accepted as part of the Enclave.
You are accepted mostly in the zone that you're allowed to stand in, without wearing protective gear. And most people have a gun on you at all times. But yeah, accepted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought he was like hiding all of that. But
that would be if you're immune, and then your bone marrow is worth money, and then you would definitely want to be hiding. But you can't hide if you're latent.
Gotcha.
That's part of the problem of being latent.
All right. So there's a lot of, what are you looking at? And,
pretty much, yeah.
And that. Okay.
Oh, that's
cool.
Awesome. All right, I am playing Greasy. I am kind of a redneck mechanic, fix-all. You mentioned there's a lot of like landfill and stuff going through. I could see him like working something like that, going through stuff and like scavenging parts, fixing things for people. He's a friendly dude. He's got his trucker cap on, all bent up, and his weapon of choice is a shotgun. He's pretty much like a yeehaw, let's go, boys. One of those kind of guys. He's got a spouse, Pat. Good relationship. They seem like they're a happy, healthy, quote unquote couple, as you can be in a situation like this. It gets along with everyone, scavenges everyone, kind of, I think would know a lot of people, would do little favors from here and there, kind of like really enjoy the barter system of being able to fix things. He's really smart. I could see that's why he would find a latent friend useful. Someone who could help him go out there and get some shit, send him off there. Yeah, how about you go down and get that one there? So I could see a friendship there. He said your guy's actually a nice guy too, so I wouldn't be one of those. My shotgun wouldn't be trained on you all the time, I don't think. You are actually, your tough spot is you're a roach. So in the parlance of the Red Markets, everyone's gone through an apocalyptic event, and everyone, has pretty much got over it. If you're a roach, you've gone through losing everything at least twice. So you start cracked on everything in your humanity threats. So you have much fewer resistance to the things that make you go permanently insane in the zombie apocalypse. As a bonus, on any skill roll, if you want to burn your brain for extra checks, you can do so. So you can use your humanity points there beneath your dependents and references. You can use those like charges out of a gun. You could use those like extra labor to run faster. As long as you just give in to your crazy need to survive, you can bonus a few check marks. Yeah. But it's a lot harder to get that back once it cracks. Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting, because I think then, he's very, like I was describing him, as friendly and yeehaw. So I think if you look into his eyes, though, when he's doing that yeehaw, there's no yeehaw back there.
Yeah. Some of the friendliest people I've ever met have gone through the most nightmarish things I can imagine. That sounds like yours. Okay. Yeah. You guys are all in Spirit. You are a taker crew. If this was a campaign play, what we would have done is we would have made this enclave ourselves and discussed where it was at and what its top exports and top imports were, and you'd build a bunch of VIPs with relationships that would affect how you negotiate for jobs. This is a one-shot, so we're going to skip all that. But I would like to see how your character's living, and we can just do an easy dice roll to get the system under our belts.
Sure.
So Null, where do you live in this? And again, this is like a part of town you would normally get lost in. It's nothing but warehouses and fences that have been cut together into sort of siege work streets that keep out the tens of thousands of dead streaming at you from the west and south. So where do you live in this impromptu city?
Null's going to be wherever most of the people are, especially the other believers of the Black Math, just being around, worshiping, reviewing the ledger, and just kind of being a leader to help bring civilization to the people. So
yeah, that sounds like a tent on one of the highway exchanges that over-arc the area. You can look down, you can see the hordes and their migratory patterns. That's a good place for a Black Math.
I've got a small collection of books in one of the tents. I call it the library, and I insist on quiet reading hours at least 3 to 5 times a week.
Nice. So let's try a roll for that then. For your quiet reading hours. So why don't you roll research for me? So that's a black and a red die, and then you're going to add your research skill to the black. And there's nothing to spend on this because it's a purely mental activity where extra doesn't help. So we call this a one and done roll. So you roll it, and we'll see how well your library is stocked. Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 3 on the red and a 1 on the black.
Okay. So that wouldn't make it because we would add 1 of your skill. That would make it 2 black. And in order to succeed in the profit system, you need profit. You need to be in the black. So ties don't count. They're not good. Natural ties might be good or might be bad because that's critical. So let me know if you get doubles when you roll them.
Okay.
But normally you're just adding 1 number to the black, and you want that to be higher than the red, and that's the success or failure. So
Cool.
Somebody is looking for something vital to help them with their agriculture project in your library, but you failed your research check. So what do they find instead? Like what's the other thing that Null thought was preserving for future generations? Other than that crap like seeds, who needs it? Yeah.
He finds a torn up copy with the back 5 chapters missing of Animal Farm.
No one knows how it ends.
Yeah.
These pigs are assholes.
Yeah. He's going to take that for his, animal husbandry learning. Yeah. My pig can't talk at all. Yeah. All right. Smoke.
Awesome.
Where do they keep the latents?
Smoke lives in a handy dart with no wheels or suspension that's been tipped over on its side. And it's actually pretty sweet living compared to a tent. But he's a big old brute, and he convinced the previous owners that it was a better idea to let he and Philly live in there instead. So we've got four solid walls around them. It's a bit awkward moving around the seats, but Smoke's mostly taken them out or repurposed them into beds. So it's pretty tidy in there.
Philly wakes you up early wanting to play. What she want to play? There aren't a lot of kids in the Layton town.
What does she want to play? She wants to play. Stony Rats.
Okay.
Which is where we huck rocks at rats and see if we can get them.
That sounds great. Okay, so I'm going to call that an exert test. Now, this is a toll to roll type of roll. So this is the second type of roll in red markets. Sometimes you're expending resources whether you succeed or fail. So throwing something, the calories aren't coming back whether you hit that rat or not. So what you would have to do for that is at the bottom of your skill page, there's the type of gear that everyone starts with, which is labor. So you're going to have to tick off one of those boxes, and that buys your skill. Now, thankfully, it seems like Stony Rat is a game that Smoke practices quite a bit because you have a 3 in exert.
You're not going to eat otherwise.
Exactly. Now, this is cool because it's also a charged roll. So what a charged roll means is After you spend that 1 to add your skill, if you want to spend more labor charges, you just add to your skill. So that second one you tick off would be a +4, and then it would be a +5, and then it would be a +6. And you can keep doing that until you run out and die in the job. But do you want to spend more, or just you want to use the 1 labor?
No, it's not we're not desperate to eat.
He died playing Stony Red.
Yeah.
He wore himself right out.
All right, so that's a +3 to your black then. So roll them both.
Okay, here we go.
Awesome.
Oh, this is looking good, except that I dropped my red D10, of course, right?
Oh no, that's important. That's 50% of the numbers.
Mike likes to throw dice off table.
Oh man.
Is he gone forever?
He's been gone a long time.
My buddy Aaron has put them in the other room before. It's really amazing. Yeah, I think it got him.
Okay. I'm back.
All right.
All right. This is looking good, though, boys.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. That is a 9 + 3 for the black and a 2 on the red.
Oh, so that's way over. So you obliterate that rat. Yeah. Eating good tonight. Smoke is the undisputed champion of Stony Rat on Leighton's
He's
side.
more interested in Philly. No, you gotta cock your arm further back. The release point has to be over here, right here. Again.
Yes.
Go.
The training.
Hey, compassion is weakness.
There we go.
She has to survive.
All right, Greasy, where are you staying at?
I would probably imagine there's like limited area where there's actually machine shops and where you can actually work on things.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be somewhere in that area. Hopefully, even be a little bit known. People wave to you. I can go in and use some shops here and there. So somewhere in that kind of district.
Yeah, they call it Tire Fire. It's not currently going. It was there for like a year max. But the ones that didn't burn are a pretty great barrier to the dead. And so there's a pretty large work area in the landfill. You basically turned inside out to create walls where the machine shop has been set up in the open air. So you're not using electricity for lights. So yeah. What are you working on?
So I live in like a tire bunker.
Yeah, well, you said you're working. You're working at the tire bunker. You could live in a nicer place than the tire bunker. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. I think he's in there working on. From at the dump, he salvaged up some parts. He thinks he's gonna go try to like find people who would need these parts. Like I don't know if it's like a tire rod or try to sell his services and the part.
All right.
Try to make a little bit of bounty.
That makes sense. Something. All right. So normally, if you were just some layman idiot, Greasy, you would roll rig for this. But you were a mechanic before this shit started. You actually know what you're doing. So you have a profession skill called mechanic, and that's at +3.
Awesome.
Now, normally that can be a one and done roll, and you just roll it, and either you know how to do it or you don't. But you also have a toolkit, and that shows us how to use gear. That's on your other column of your character sheet right next to your skills. And your toolkit, if you spend charges off of that, they will assist your profession roll. So you could roll that if you wanted to roll even more than a +3, but it's up to you. So do you just want to roll
your charges from your toolkit after you roll?
You're always spending charges before you roll. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. You're always gambling on
toll to roll.
Yeah, toll to roll.
Yeah, toll to roll. Yeah, totally. Okay, yeah, I would like to use my mechanic skill and use my toolkit for a charge.
All right, you spending a charge off it. You're at a +4 to make this thing.
I rolled double zeros.
Okay, even better. So that is a double even, a 10-10. So that's a critical success.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll say you make a machine that like speed strips the tires off of these like wheels. Like, this job that people were doing with pry bars and these horrible frames they welded together. You've got this like pulley lever system that just chunks it right off with one pull. Nice. Everyone's really thrilled. Gain 2 bounty. So you get tips off of this.
On.
You did such a good job.
Wow.
Man.
Nice one.
Nice. I like that. I think that's how I like to picture his He's right. Yeah, there you go, boys. Bend his trucker hat.
Yeah.
I told you. You get it in there.
Yeah, infrastructure saves lives. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Is the beak on your trucker hat, is it bent into a full circle? Or
pretty close.
How,
That's what he
how
squeezes
tightly-
it every once in a while. So
Yeah.
it doesn't, when he's not squeezing it, it's just kind of like almost just over his eyes, like centered on his eyes.
Perfect.
It's like the V, like he broke the brim kind of thing.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just squeezes
yeah.
it. Yeah,
That's
okay, I
that's
gotcha.
what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an old, what year approximately are we in if we're still following the same relative calendar?
Everything got worse, and then there were zombies. I call it a near future dystopia.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can imagine it getting worse, and it did. If you can imagine it getting worse and being stupid while it did that too, because capitalism was in charge.
Can't.
Mhm.
Would it make sense to have a hat from like a MLB team or something like that? An old, like,
Yeah,
dirty old
you
hat?
would definitely have a hat from an MLB.
Awesome. I'm going to, just to represent the Canadian blood here, I have an old Blue Jays hat.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice touch.
Yeah. Celebrate. Playoffs.
All right. So now I'm going to do what, if we were in campaign play, I call the macro. It's a macroeconomic event. So normally, if it was in campaign play, we would go see all of your dependents, which are the reason you do this horribly dangerous job, to support them, like Philly, like your spouse, and that would be central in repairing your humanity score, which is sort of the sanity mechanic of the game. Again, we haven't established those characters yet, so we're just going to move past it. But the macro is a thing that turns out the Enclave is not the mover and shaker of the world economy. Sometimes they're just in the way of it, and sometimes something big happens. And for you, on all of the flat screens, half burned out, that you're running off the limited solar you have at Spirit that do announcements, you see that the forecast up north puts a record unseasonal, which is a term that's kind of funny to you this late in climate change, unseasonal rains up north heading down the Mississippi. Now, you are not so down low that the Mississippi is a danger typically to Spirit, but your only way out of Spirit is along the coast of the river, far back enough away from the recession that they don't shoot at you, but far enough away from the city that you're not overrun by tens of thousands of them. So when that floodplain fills, you are going to be out of the job for weeks, if not months. So your macro event is you need work. You need work that will pay you bounty, that will let you buy goods and services that are stockpiled in Spirit, and help you take care of your dependents.
So that we can survive during this period of time that we know we're going to be.
Yeah, the period of
locked
time
in.
you won't be playing the game, which is the reason you play red markets, so you can survive when you're done playing it. Because this game will kill you if you do not meet the upkeep, just like real life.
Yeah. No, some of those mechanics for downtime are crazy.
Yeah. And we're not going to do all that, but we are going to say you got to get your ass to work. So where does your crew meet to talk about work? When it's time to go back over the fence, where do you guys meet to hash it out?
Oh, interesting.
We're in a big industrial park, is that
Yeah,
right?
you could do it anywhere. There are bars, there are restaurants for what they amount to. I mean, Smoke is going to have to wear like a yellow poncho that says latent across the back of it, gloves and a mask while he's there, but he can show up. Yeah.
Maybe it makes more sense to have somewhere where we go meet Smoke. But he doesn't have to poncho up and roll through the city.
Yeah, a hole between the fence where you can like pass cigarettes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe there's even like a building that's like easy to climb on top of, and there's nothing much up there, and it kind of gives us it's like almost just like a nice view of the surrounding area.
Yeah. There's an old industrial spool you turned into a table. The typical break room.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do the first part of a contract. If this was a score, you could just decide what you think's going to make money. That's a little hard to do at the outset when you haven't made your own enclave and you're not playing a campaign. So the other thing you could do is a client will pay you to do something, and you can just go do that. But you have to find them. You have to bid for that job. You have to get a good price for it because they don't want to give it to you. So we're in what's called prep work. And in prep work, you just propose to me how your character would find information out. You can find out initially only one type of information, who is offering a job. And you can do that however your character would do that. Is it coerce? Do they just go around slapping people until they give them a lead? That's possible. Like, is it research? Yes. Is it persuade? It's whatever you need it to be. You just explain how your character does the world. So all of you could do that. If someone has found a job, the other thing you can do is you can either find the equilibrium, which is the price for it, or you can find the competition, which is who else is going to bid on it. But you can't take those actions until at least one of you has found a job. Who thinks they has an idea on how to find a job first?
Null would do research on how to find a job, and he would just kind of be asking around and hunting around town, digging at whatever leads he could find.
That makes perfect sense. So that is a one and done roll. So roll your black and your red and add your research score.
Okay, so I rolled a 5 on the black, plus 1 is 6 over 2.
Yep. All you just need to be is in the black. So you have done research well. All right, so let's see what job Null figures out. All right, so with your research, you have actually been keeping a journal recording drone traffic into and out of Spirit, because that is a major vital trade over the river. That is one of the few things that doesn't have to go through the DHQS checkpoints because there's just too many of them. And you have heard over the grapevine that the guy who runs your drone operation here at Spirit, named Skeeter, is looking for work because there's a slight hiccup in the drone delivery system, is how it was worded to you on the streets. With your journal keeping track of all these things coming in and out, you're getting way less traffic than you did even a few months ago. So something is taking drones out of the sky, because you're a pretty major trade hub for smuggling across the border. Anybody who needs to get something back from the loss into the recession, they go through you, vice versa. And the amount of drone traffic coming in is way down. So you think Skeeter would have some work for you. And you think he probably needs it a little more than he's letting on.
Okay,
cool. So you two have prep actions as well. You can follow up his prep action and try and find out, well, I want to know exactly how much that's going to pay. Or I want to know if anybody else is going to bid for that job. Or you could find out a completely different job. So the way you typically write a red markets job is you write 3 jobs because they're pretty formulaic and you can do everything with like a tweet size description. And you're going to do the one that you want to do and the one you bid for. So there is an opportunity cost. So you could find out a different job, you know, roughly what that job's going to entail. Not everything, just like every employer. You were probably incompletely briefed, but you'll know something of what you're getting into. You can either find out more about it or find a completely different story.
Gotcha.
Smoke says, well, that's a stupid job. None of us can free and fly. And he wants to go off and beat up this guy that he knows to find out where there's a better job.
All right, so you're using coerce?
Yeah.
All right, so that is a toll to roll skill. So that's going to take some labor, so you need to spend at least 1 charge of labor to do that.
Okay.
And if you want to spend more, you can coerce the hell out of this guy. I assume you're going after a latent so you don't cause an outbreak and take down the entire city. But there are latent snitches, just like there's,
No, you know what? I don't think I am going after a latent snitch. I think I'm going after someone who would be scared shitless of a latent.
Yeah, just the threat of the plague carrier. That works as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey there. Look who came for dinner.
All right, I'll say that doesn't cost labor, but that's going to be a one and done roll. All right.
Okay.
So add your coerce just to miasma intimidate this man.
Yeah. My coerce is not great. It's only a 1. But hey, let's see what the dice say. No, I'm in the red. It's a 5 + 1 is 6 under a 7.
Yeah, you're doing that, and the person like clutches their bag and goes like, "Oh my god, he's making erratic behavior!" And then you see the guards of the street just all like down, like hands up, like, and you have to comply.
I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
I thought this was my house. I got lost again.
All right,
I'm out of here.
so Smoke, you have categorically failed that. So that is a one and done roll. We cannot roll it again. No one is buying that from you again. What you can do is succeed at a cost. So the easiest way to do that is you have a potential called Will. That just flips your roll around, so that would make it a success. That's the easy way to do it. You can also tap a reference. That means Smoke knows someone who can get him what he needs. It's just going to cost him something.
I
or
mean,
you can
Smoke's
accept
not
the failure and not learn about the job.
Yeah.
Smoke's not an idiot. I think I'm gonna spend the will
Okay.
and flip the roll, and he wanders off around a corner with his hands high, while the guards have their guns on him, and then he sneaks back around and climbs in through the back window again. Says, look who's back. I need that information, if you don't mind.
Yeah, just the raw tenacity of doing it after having that many guns at your head is more intimidating than the "I will spit in your food" part. Yeah. Yeah. So your snitch, Silvecchio, goes, "All right, man, just please leave. Don't come in here anymore. Like I gotta sanitize that whole thing." Oh God.
Yeah, you do.
Disgusting. Yeah, man, the DHQS, they're in town. They want some outside contractors. You know what they are. We're all dead and we don't exist until they need something. It's that Sergeant LaFleur guy who runs the forward operating base on the DeSoto Bridge. He needs somebody from our side of things to take care of a job for him. I don't know what it is. It says it's something mechanical, but they can't exactly advertise in the newspaper around here, since they're supposed to, shoot us all on sight, and especially you. So, yeah, but they pay well. They got the government behind them. So
I know they pay well. You don't need to sell me on it. It's a good job. All right, I'm leaving. Thanks for the information.
cool. You leave through the window again, so I don't have to
Yeah,
do
I'm
the door.
leaving back out the window.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand. Say hi to Bernadette for me.
All right. All right. So you know two jobs. So you know that the DHQS, a Sergeant LaFleur, is hiring takers, and you know that Skeeter, your in-home spirit drone smuggler, is also hiring takers. You can learn about a third
Sergeant
job, or you can
LaFleur.
learn more information about either of those jobs, Greasy.
LaFleur needs a mechanic.
Yeah, he does. Greasy.
Yeah, he does.
My ears perk up and hear, oh, it looks like it's the right spot then, because you motherfuckers know someone that can fix anything. Whoa! Let's go find some more about that. What do you boys think? You want to know what it pays, or you want to see who else is in on this shit?
That's up to you, Greasy.
What do you think? Who you know all the mechanics? Who else do you think we'd be competing with?
I can ask around and see who else is trying to get a nibble at our little pocket.
And hey, thanks for agreeing to meet out here, so I don't need to wear that stupid fucking yellow poncho.
Yeah, you just see that line I drew on the ground? Don't step over it.
Yeah. I know the line. Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll see you in a bit. And I want to go back down and where I saw my stuff. All through that, maybe look for, I don't know, someone else. Yeah, I guess someone who would know the movers, who would be asking about jobs. Maybe seeing maybe someone a little higher up has come down to check on something, and I'm like, oh wait, they're not usually here. I could talk to them, some shit like that.
Yes.
Find out more about.
If it's social and you're just trying to pick it up by staying around, your extremely close living area, that'd be glean. If you had somebody in mind, you want to talk them into telling you some advice, that'd be persuade. Looks like you have about both. You also have Ubix specs, which are the equivalent of AR glasses, and they are still connected to something like the internet.
Okay.
Using high altitude weather balloons in our fancy near future setting. So
Crazy.
So you
That's
can
awesome.
still basically look online to find this information, but that would be spending your research skill and burning a charge off your UVIC spec.
Right. Oh, I'm going down to use my country charm.
Country charm. All right, that's
Lick
a
my
one and done.
fingers,
That's
all right.
persuade. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and
get the bill bent just right.
yeah, get it in there. Definitely wear like a tank top. Guns out, boys.
The Bill's parabola of success.
Oh, what do I got? That would be I tied.
All right, ties go.
9 + 1 and a 10. Yeah.
All right, so it wasn't a natural tie. It was a.
No.
All right. So yeah, ties go to the market because you didn't profit. You're not in the black.
Yeah.
So that's a failure. Same thing. You can success at a cost. So you could tap a reference, and this would be an auto success for the cost of bounty that you would owe that person later on, which is the currency of the game. Or you could just spend a will on it right now. Yeah.
That 2 bounty I earned earlier, could it be something maybe I can kind of flip?
Yeah, yeah. And you can owe
use that?
people money. You can run up debts in this game. There are consequences, but you can say
know,
I'm good
that's
for
nice.
it. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
a
you know
big
what?
job coming. Don't worry. Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
Okay, so who do
with
you
the-
know
with the
that
feds.
you can't find anything? No one knows how much this is going to offer or who else is competing for it, and they're not talking to you about it. Who will definitely know this that you can call? Because you know a guy.
Who would-
You've been here for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like I would think where he hangs out, the dump is a hot spot of people
Mhm.
scavenging and going in and out. So maybe like one of the dudes who either works there or who's just always there at the dump doing things, maybe running paperwork, knowing who's coming and going in and out.
Yeah,
just see
they
if,
call him Three Fingers. Guess why? Yeah.
Oh, you always use that joke.
Yeah, three.
Come on, 3 fingers.
Three Fingers always knows what's going on. He goes, what's going on, Greasy? Saw that tire thing you built. That's pretty clever.
Well, you know, no one does it like Greasy. Hey, he kind of looks around. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
We got a big job on the horizon. I want to know if you know anyone asking what's the job with the feds. You know, anyone else been asking about that or mentioning anything like that?
Greasy, you going over the fence again?
What else you got to do in this place, huh? Got to keep the blood
Hey, you
flowing.
can keep working here. We got plenty of shifts. We'll keep you in ration
Nah.
cards.
I'm a self-employed individual. Like, pull on the hat.
Oh, I'm glad you respect entrepreneurial spirit. Now roll network. So that's equal to your charisma score. Add to your black.
Oh, it's not the greatest scores.
Yeah.
Oh, I smoked that one, though. That is a 9 + 1 for 10 over 1.
All right. With a success,
Hey.
he says, well, I'm also of an entrepreneurial spirit. And he holds his tool in his hand and holds up 2 fingers. And that's how much he wants for a tip. Yeah.
So 2 bounty.
Yep.
Oh, you're running me dry. You know what? It's a big job. All right. As long as my cut will equal that. If I get less than that, then how about we just split it 50-50? I haven't figured out all the
I'm
details.
not sure you're going to come back alive. I want my 2 bounty now.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You don't run a hard bargain there, 3 fingers. Pretty soon it's going to be 2 motherfucking fingers. And pull out the stuff and I'll give him 2 bounty worth of the stuff that I got from my tip. Bringing up the gear thing and begrudgingly slide it over. You owe me. I know I owe you right now,
Yeah.
but you owe me, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Good businessman.
Hey, I'll tell none of my boys. Nobody in the union's going to take that job. We ain't working for no ducks. Fuck the DHQS.
love it.
You ain't got no competition.
Oh, I love
you
that.
want it, it's all yours.
I appreciate it, my friend. Give him a big handshake.
All right, don't die.
But always try not to. Tell Pat that every morning when I leave, I ain't gonna die. He'll just walk away.
All right, so you don't know the starting bid on that job, but you know no one's going to undercut your price because no one else is going to work with the DHQs. And that can be
Awesome.
powerful in
Nice.
negotiations.
Nice.
But there are 3 of you, and that's it. That's your prep work. You got to get started. So,
Okay.
what job do you want to bid for? Do you want to go for Skeeter? You don't know the competition. You don't know the equilibrium of that one. or do you want to go for this job where you know you won't get bid against, and you know it's with the DHQS?
Yeah, I think we got a hand up on that job. We should probably take that one.
Yeah, Greasy's in for that.
All right, that makes sense.
I'm glad you agree, no.
All right, so for those following along at home, we're now moving into the negotiation phase. So this is a little mini game of social combat that determines the price you're going to get paid for this thing. And it's built using a pool of dice versus a pool of chips. Your chips are worth the number of players you have. So every time you get a chip, that's -3 off whatever the dice roll. So if you had 3 chips, you'd be at -9 for whatever the dice roll.
Oof.
The client is going to do everything in their power to chip down the price while they talk. Your job is to stop that and add dice to the pool that you roll before you get a quoted price. So the way that's going to work is that we're going to alternate between what's called a set scene, where you send a negotiator to talk to Sergeant LaFleur, and you are going to role play a full scene with Sergeant LaFleur as he tries to get you to do an easier price, and you try and get him to do a higher price. But everybody else that's not in the scene is going to be showing us what you did before you showed up to scam the living shit out of this guy. Because you never go in naked, you never go in going nothing. You're always doing everything you can to increase the price before you even show up. And we're going to alternate that until everyone's had a chance to do a scam. Then we'll roll the dice and see what we get. And then there's a phase called the undercut, but you don't have to deal with that. So that's nice. So first thing we got to do is we need a negotiator. Who are you sending in?
It should probably be me. Wait, no.
I respect that, Smoke, but it ain't going to be you.
I know it's not going to be me. Not an idiot.
Is it you, Greasy, with that southern charm?
Well, I do. I can lay it on. I'll brush the mullet and tweak the hat.
I heard you had to give up 2 bounty just to even get anyone else to avoid taking this job. You sure you're that likable?
What you say, motherfucker?
I said
You want to
what
stay
I
in that
said.
little upside down van of yours? We're one of the only motherfuckers that take you out on these jobs, man. Come on. Yeah, do a brother like that. Fuck, man.
What's Null's charisma like?
I have a 1.
Oh,
Yes.
God, yes, both suck. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, unlike first edition, you do not have to be entirely specialized in negotiations to get through negotiations, though it does help if you have a silver tongue. But Greasy will do. So, Greasy, you have to go north a bit through a half underwater culvert of drainage runoff, and it's filling up. You're kind of wading through it, but it's the only way to get to the DeSoto Bridge without getting shot by the DHQS snipers that are that close to it.
Okay.
And
Crazy.
you pull up to a side gate in this like razor wired, double reinforced forward operating base on the other side of the bridge, where they keep young DHQS recruits trying to get their tour of the lost, which means stepping 30 feet into the world in which you live in every day. And it's pretty typical. They expect people out of the gate. You ring a bell, you're smuggled in the back. They're supposed to shoot you on sight, but no one's going to make money doing that. They take you in, and you're led up to the top of this like storage container sort of tower operating base. And you see this guide wire that runs from the wall of what you call free parking, which is this giant ghetto of where refugees got off on the other side of the bridge, and where they keep most of the military presence. And then a guy gets on this guide wire in this sort of like gondola thing, and you're like, all the way down the bridge. No, not touching any part of it, because it's mine to hell and back. And he's coming towards you as a private sets out like a shitty old lawn chair for you to sit in, and then brings up a chair for Sergeant LaFleur. He steps off and greets
Take my hat off.
Oh.
He shakes your hand. Let me see your skin. You're not a Vayner, are you?
Ah, fuck no, man.
All
I'll
right.
show him everything. Lift up my shirt.
Some of you
the
take
tank top.
crews try and send those infected over here, expecting to get a deal from us.
Well, I don't go anywhere near them motherfuckers.
Good. It's good to know.
Well, actually, that's a lie. I should start off with honesty. We do have one. We send them out sometimes.
Well, I
They do
have
have
my
some
own
value.
work details for them. They have their uses, but
They do.
not talking.
But no,
to
send
them.
one here? No, talking ain't their use. I agree.
So,
So my bad. Put my hat back on.
you're greasy.
Yeah, that's all right. Sergeant LaFleur.
I was asking
Right.
for somebody who has some mechanical experience. Is that you?
Oh yeah, that's your boy.
Okay. We got an optics problem on the train line. Needs fixing.
Okay.
Can't quite send my boys to do it. Doesn't look right. But you could fix it up real fast for me. Part of the sound wall that separates the city from the train tracks fell down. We're gonna need somebody to repair that before you distress the passengers.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. What are we looking at for tools? What any? Is there any plans? Anything I can look at? Get an idea of what's going on.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna have the ability to put it up there. We just need to obscure it for view. There's a truck or something around there, right? Get that rigged up, parked in front of it. That'll be fine.
Oh shit! Oh, that's it. Just had it.
Yeah, you people don't have gas though, right? We'll get you some of that gas. Private.
Yeah.
He brings up like this, like fucking crazy 3-pronged gas tank with like diesel and gas and like a diesel gas mix that like some
For a
cockamamie
lawnmower.
stupid DHQS 3D printed tactical gas can. He gives you it's got 10 charges of fuel in it. It's enormously expensive. Like you
Right.
could probably make a sizable amount on this job selling that back at the Enclave.
You sure this enough?
Yeah, just to get it in front of that wall. You should be fine. We got satellite on it. It doesn't look even bigger than a semi-trailer. You could probably do it with a panel van.
All right. Sure. All right.
But that fuels you, and you can use it to start a fire or whatever you people need to do. So he is bribing you. That is his tactic in negotiations. That adds a chip to the price.
I see.
He has got 4 dice,
Bribing
but you
me
have
with this
1 chip
gasoline.
currently against your 4 dice.
Okay.
And you can't turn down a bribe. Everyone needs money out here, so that's the one way.
Oh, no,
that
I'm
you
pretty
can't
happy to get that.
resist. The
Yeah,
other ways
no,
you
that's
can
nice.
resist, but you resisted before you showed up. So who did a scam before Greasy ever showed up to this conversation? And if you're scamming, you can do a few things. You can manipulate the price. That could be advertisement for your services in the Enclave. That could be threatening to damage more walls, so it has to be done faster. That could be anything you want to do that you think will add 1d10 to the pool. So that's your manipulate scam. The other thing you can do is you can find out shit about Sergeant LaFleur. That's going to let Greasy play him to get a better price later in the negotiation. After he makes an initial offer, you get to come back and haggle. And the more intel you have on Sergeant LaFleur, the better that is for Greasy's ability to do that.
I think Null's going to try that. I'm going to do a little bit of background research on Sergeant LaFleur, check in with some of my contacts and see what I can find out about this guy.
Okay, so how are you figuring out that information?
I go down to a pub where some of the young ducks go to drink and go around and buy a couple rounds and play nice for the night and try to make a couple friends and see if I can find anybody with loose lips.
All right, that makes sense. So is that persuade? Sounds
Yeah,
pretty nice.
I think that would be a persuade. unless it's a research.
No,
but
it sounds like a persuade.
no. All right. Oh, I'm in the red.
Now, same thing applies. You could spend a will if you want to, and then you could succeed. You could tap a reference because you did this before the negotiation started, so it's not like you were poisoning their drinks and failed or something like that. Or you could just let it go and miss that scam.
I think I'll spend a willpower point, but one
Yeah.
quick question. I don't have any references listed.
That's
in the
because I
character
would
sheet. Does
add
that
it
mean
in.
I don't have any?
Once you
Okay.
had a reference, and you wouldn't be like, he paid him immediately. You don't have to pay him immediately. But if you fail to pay them, there are consequences. So that was just, it's blank, so you can write down people you owe money.
I gotcha.
Awesome.
Okay, I think
I
this
love it.
time I'm going to spend a willpower point.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
spend it. So
nice
it flips.
It's important.
Yeah, they aren't really. He's not really biting it, right? He's not really. Nobody's really wanting to talk to you. All the people that come to drink in Spirit are people that they can't like court-martial and put into forced labor for violating quarantine that blatantly. So you're talking rec squad guys, special operators, guys have been fighting zombies since 5 years ago, like stone-eyed
Right.
psychos that get a kick drinking with the pores that they shoot when they're ordered to do so. So
And
they're
I'd probably have a real reverence for those guys because they've been doing the God's math
Yes,
for
yes.
a long time, and that really that tickles my
Mhm.
fancy.
and they are sort of ridiculing you for doing it for things other than money or country or good drugs, like they do heroically for patriotism. But as they're doing that, they let slip while they're just sort of openly mocking you. That like it's very funny that you're trying to learn more about LaFleur because he is like the most, I think the term they use is optic cucked member of the DHQS they've ever seen. He's trying to play politics. He's trying to get all of his superior officers to love him. And they talk about like he was even bitching about the rail because they can see Spirit and it's going to like piss off those muckety mucks on the train tour. And so you've learned one of his spots in that he is trying to hide Spirit from view. The reason you're repairing the sound wall is so that if somebody comes by on the DHQS train, especially some recessionista who believes everything they see on the news about what the loss is supposed to be like, he doesn't want them looking out the window and seeing your giant, sprawling smokestack shanty town when everyone over here is supposed to be dead and we're going to reclaim the country any day now. And you give that information and Greasy's going to be able to use that very well in his haggle phase. So good job.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
So as they're mocking you for your faith, in just accepting it, they reveal a bunch of damning intel about their superior officer, which is a proud U.S. military tradition. Back in the set scene, LaFleur is talking. So, we were talking about them Vayners. We're on all your specs. We're signal sniffing everyone over there to look out for, meeks and terrorists and assaults on the recession. And I noticed you spent a lot of time talking to that smoke fella. Now, I understand they can do labor for you, but I don't want any of them seen. We got some highfalutin people, and it sends a bad message if we have uncontrolled infection variables like that in the workspace. So what he is doing is he is trying to banter with you. Banter is going to add a chip unless you resist it.
Right,
You
okay.
can resist it with one of your own charisma skills. And how would Greasy come back in this guy's medicalist, classist, colonialist dismissal of your employee as a reason to give you less money?
Oh, very interesting. So I think would I be able to like try to flip it on a bit? So like you want these people hidden, but yet, I have some influence over them, so it would be terrible if some were accidentally out in plain sight. That's the kind of avenue I think he would go with. That's kind of like something down the rails you would roll?
Yeah, I
Good
would
going.
say that is probably coerce or deceive if you don't plan on doing that. You're just threatening it.
No, I think I would threaten it with my +0 on it, but I do not have charisma.
You could
Do you have
persuade.
any points in
you
charisma
could
at
be
all?
Nice. Like, you could just be, yes, sir. Of course, sir. I would never say that. You won't see a peep of him. Like, he's not going to be there. He's not going to check. He's scared
Yeah.
to die. Like, yeah, he's a manager. You're supposed to lie to those people. Like, yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I would. Well, it doesn't seem like a problem. Smoke will listen to me. I can make sure the undesirables are out of sight, out of mind. That's what you're asking?
Yeah, roll persuade.
Oh, 8 over 4 in the good way.
In the good way, yeah. He looks at you like real squinty, like he's going for steely-eyed general, assesses his troops. He's landing at like needs to put his sunglasses on. But after a while, you've
Give him
seen
the country
your
smile.
entire community die multiple times, and it's not really shaking your resolve or poker face. And he's like, all right, okay, I understand. Just, make sure they're working in a behind-the-scenes capacity. All right, so you prevented that chip, so good job.
Sweet.
Nice work. That's great. Clutch roll.
So there are 2 scams left. So you get a scam as well, Greasy, if you wanted to do something before you showed up. But Smoke, you also have a scam. There's no sabotaging because you don't have competition. That's another thing you could spend your time doing.
Right.
But
Right.
you could get another piece of intel about LaFleur, or you could try to add to the pool of dice. You're currently at 4 dice to roll for your price, and 1 chip.
Yeah, I want to add to the pool of dice.
Yeah.
What do you? How could Smoke do that? And I have to admit, I'm actually still a little unclear on what the actual job is, because you've
Your
mentioned,
job is
repairing
there's
the
a
sound wall, but they also want to.
next to a train track that's going to
Yeah.
go by that separates
Yeah.
the view of the Loss, which is the post-apocalyptic wasteland you call home, and the
Yeah.
covered, isolated train track that's supposed to, keep everyone not looking at the horrible despair as they go further into what the DHQS calls resettlements, which are official enclaves for the government. And they don't want to see the pores, aka you. So you need
Yeah.
to cover that up before the next train ride comes by.
Okay, so that's just it. So we're not he doesn't need a mechanic to repair the wall.
He needs a mechanic.
He
to
needs a
repair the
mechanic
truck. Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
the truck moved in front of that
Mhm.
gap.
Yeah,
All
to
right.
block it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what are some ways that I could add a die to this pool?
You could talk about and convince everyone that there's not a working engine within 200 miles anymore of this area. So increase the scarcity of how hard this is going to be. You could talk about what a badass your crew is, and how nothing can stop you and your previous exploits. You could do reoffend and sneak into some sort of spirit government office and plant false information, research or some hacking online. Any of that would work.
None of those things are anything like what Smoke is built to do. He is purely like a exert, fight, wield, move, shoot.
Are there latent pit
oh.
fights? Because somebody films that and sells it to recession people online, and if you're doing it for your brand and you kick some guy's ass, that helps your line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's our crew's name? Did we come up with a name?
You did not. I just
Are
put them
we,
as the Moths as standard. That's a character pre-gen thing, but you can make it up whatever you want. Yeah.
I'm down with whatever, man. Moss sounds good to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is what Smoke's gonna do. He knows that. He doesn't know. He's stupid. But Greasy and Null told him that we need to make ourselves seem more dangerous and more effective, and that I might have to get into those latent fights. He hasn't been in them for the last few years, but it's time for Smoke to make a reappearance.
Yeah. So it's not dangerous in that it's not going to kill you, but it's horrifically demeaning. It is blood sport for the entertainment of people that live in comfort and what used to be first world living standards, while you live in an upside down van and fight other poor people for their entertainment. But that's going to require a self-control roll. So that is under your ADP.
Ooh.
So what's your ADP?
My ADP
Your
is
adaptability.
only a 1. Yeah.
All right, so roll 2 dice and add +1 to the black.
Okay. And this is for actually like in preparation for
This
fighting
is
in the
in
pits, or this is-
preparation, as you know, they
Okay.
slap your muscles and they take pictures of you and they weigh you, and you see the other poor
Yeah.
guys, begging for food to do this. Yeah, it's not fun. Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna do this for you, Greasy. But I want a bigger cut. If I'm gonna do this again, if I'm gonna subject myself to this again, like an animal.
Look, man,
Oh, you shut up, you motherfucker.
do
You
good.
do
It's on
this all.
chat. It's got nothing to do with me. You got to impress chat. He points to a flat screen TV. Yeah. This is Twitch streamed, man. This is live all over the world. Like, everybody's watching underground fights. Yeah, like,
self-control.
yeah, self-control.
Oh,
Oh, did you just get your ass kicked?
no, I
Having
didn't.
fun,
It's
yeah.
close. It's
This is just
3. This is just to control myself going in. I don't think he does very well. He's got a 3 + 1 is 4, and then there's a 4 on the red as well. So it's
that's
a
the time.
draw,
All right, take
lose.
1 to stress.
he's the stress.
Tick a box on your humanity
Greasy
thread
making
on
me
that first page.
Do this again.
All right.
All right, and
He's
now you
just
roll fight.
furious.
So this is a costly
Yeah.
roll. You're gonna have to spend labor to get your fight skill added.
Yep.
You can
It's
overspend
ticked.
if you want to spend more.
Oh, kick some ass.
Nah, he's all right. I'll spend 1 more.
All right, so that would put you at a +3 if you got a 2 in fight. Yeah, if you spent one.
Oh, I've got
extra.
a 2. Yeah. So I spent 1 extra, so that gives me a +3. Okay, now I need a good die roll. Come on.
Come on, baby.
Uh-oh.
It's not great, Caleb. It's that's a 4 + 3 is 7, but doesn't come close to a 10.
Oh.
Now you can't tap a reference to keep from getting your ass kicked. That's a bit too urgent
No,
to get someone's
I
business
could spend
card
my
out.
second
You could
will
spend
point,
will,
but we're not even in the actual.
and you're not
score
even in the
yet.
game yet. You're not even
No,
trying
just
not
get
to
beat up.
die. That's the beauty of Red
Ah
Markets.
man,
Spend it
You know,
all on getting a
it-
high price, and then go out there and get fucking
Smoke-
chewed on. Yeah.
Smoke goes in, and he's not. His head's not on straight. He's embarrassed, and he's actually like gotten a bit soft since he was in the pits, and yeah, he gets smoked.
He's not spending it? Okay.
Smoke gets smoked.
Yeah. All right. Your scam fails. You did not add. Getting your ass kicked on live TV did not increase the price that Greasy can ask for you. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All right, we're back in the set scene. So LaFleur continues going. He goes, the other thing that had me a bit worried is that, you got them specs on. We're tracking on. He goes, your migratory patterns all over the place. You've only been here a year or two, haven't you? You have an enclave before that? Something go wrong
Oh.
there? I like to work with winners, you see.
Holy crap!
Oh, he's-
That's a
oh,
crazy angle.
Yeah, Greasy kind of like shifts in his seat a little bit. I'm a motherfucking winner. I'm the best fixer you got in this whole place. You don't find me to get some, what? Some fucking dummy out there try to get that track going. You need the best one to get that shit going, and you need it going fast.
That's,
Yeah, maybe I came here. I've only been here a little while, but I'm making more money here. So I go where the money is.
You're not running from anything, any failures in your past, are you?
Fuck no. Greasy doesn't have failures. I fix everything.
All right, roll persuade. Prevent that next chip.
Oh, I
Come
got
on.
this one too. 6 over 3 in a good way.
All right. Yeah, you've got LaFleur wrapped around your finger. Okay.
You hear about that tire lever? That was me.
Yeah, he's super impressed by that. Yeah. All right.
You made that?
You have a scam as well, Greasy. So what did you do before you showed up? Did you learn more about LaFleur, or did you try and manipulate the price?
I think I'm going to manipulate. You mentioned about the scarcity, so I think he's going to play off of that. Even what he talked about, that there's not too many people that can fix shit basically, that's what he's going with.
Yeah, so if you wanted to, like, I'd call that a scheme roll. Like, if you spent a charge off your specs, you could just find every mechanical forum for people in the loss in the area and be like, yeah, there's nothing left. No vehicles work anymore. The engines are all gone. Everything's been stripped. Yeah, if you just create scarcity, you will by nature be able to charge more for the job.
Yeah, done. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right, so spend one off your specs and start lying on the internet. Another proud economic tradition.
All right, sorry. Which roll did you say that was?
That's going to be a scheme. That's going to be a
it's a pretty good little
work
schemer.
of intelligence. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. 9 over 2.
All right.
Oh, this.
You were up to 5 dice now against 1 chip, so that's good. All right. That worked well. So you're back in the set scene. He's finally ready to do it. He goes, and I'm going to roll him before he gives you the offer.
Oh boy.
Okay. 9. Ooh, he is stingy.
Government.
14 bounties, the best I could do.
14 bounty?
Now here's the thing, you're in the haggle phase. This is where you bring up his spot. He needs this. He needs this to go off, and he needs to go off with his hook. When you bring that up, you get to re-roll like one of these shitty 1 dice I have.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So how are you going to role play that? It's not a skill roll. You're going to get it because you have the intel. Greasy gets to play it however they want to play it, but it gets a new die. Yeah.
Yeah. 14 bounty. Takes his hat off and like rubs his head and does a little walk and like just looks out over everything. 14 bounty. Those seems pretty important. Who's big wigs coming on that train? Oh, poor folk. 14 bounty. It'll take me a little while to get to crew. That kind of money. I think this is a little more important to you, Mr. Sergeant LaFleur. I think that maybe you can squeeze a little tighter in them pockets, and I'll make sure that none of them suits see what goes on down there.
Okay. Roll 2 dice. Tell me which is highest.
Ooh. 2 10-sided, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. A 5.
Okay. He looks you over and goes, all right, I can do 18.
Oh, 18 sounds a mite bit better, my friend.
Okay.
Just hat back on, bend the bill. So then that's final offer, right? Just
yep.
The handshake.
That's 18. Yeah. Do the job.
Right, 18.
All right.
All right.
Now that doesn't count what you pick up on the way. So the contracts are not fair. This system is not balanced. That's probably not enough to make profit. Because that's capitalism. But you can pick up shit on the way, and you can scam and hustle and lie and cheat and do whatever you can to get more than that. But I had a perfectly balanced formulaic system for this in the first edition, and it was really complicated and no one liked it. So I'm like, fuck it, dice pool. You get to play with the real rules. Nice. So you are currently at 18 bounty for this job.
All right.
You gonna come back and tell us?
Yeah, back to spirit. 18 bounty. That's okay. That's all right. I got spent 2 to get it.
So he actually gives you on your specs. He sends you a satellite image of the fallen sound wall. You can see where it's like been concrete fallen over outside where the train tracks are. They're not really worried about casualties getting through because the train tracks themselves at the bridge are heavily defended, and the trains certainly don't stop for casualties, so they just kind of mow through the zombies. But he does want it cleared up so he doesn't have to see your horrible little shanty town. In the floodlands. Yeah. But it is only one shift away, so it's a narrative encounter away outside. And is there anything you want to do before you leave on your job?
So I guess my question would be, we're intended to go find a vehicle and then get that vehicle parked in front.
Unless you own a vehicle that you could abandon there.
Right. I don't think that sounds like a good idea.
There's no shortage of vehicles abandoned everywhere in the Lost.
Right, okay.
Finding one that you can get working again is why it would be good to be a extremely skilled mechanic.
Yes.
Because it's probably going to be kludged together from whatever else you can find in a parking lot. Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. So yeah, we meet up on our little rooftop. You draw the line in the ground to make sure.
How much did you get?
Well, I got. Oh, it's 18. I got.
Hey.
Hey.
Good job. 18 each. That's excellent.
No. Hold. Stop talking.
Feels good.
Stop it.
I could really use 18 bounty.
Yeah, right. You can get a whole bunch of books.
No,
I could finally get Philly a nice dress to wear.
No, I needed a drink. I was joking. Hold on. Listen. No, it's 18 total.
What?
Hold on, wait a sec. I'm not the grumpy old one. I talk like a redneck. What am I doing? We got 18 boys. And listen though, I paid 2 off the top to get this, so that leaves. I'm taking my 2 back. We got 16 to divide up.
What? What in the hell are you talking about? 14? How do you split that 3 ways? And where are we gonna get a truck?
Oh, I guess we got some figuring out to do then, don't we, boys? Now 14 split 3 way. What do we got? Who can do math here? And he looks over at Null.
I can do math. That's 6 for me, 6 for Null, and 4 for you.
Your math is shit.
Your math is shit. Just because you spent 2 bounty.
After you factor in the 4 that you took off the top, it seems to balance out quite nicely.
What are you talking? Oh yeah, you go to do this mechanic job without me? You throw on your poncho, wave goodbye as you go out.
I'll be honest with you, gentlemen. I'm just excited to get back out there and kill casualties. Getting paid for it's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, we're helping you with your math, so there we go. So we're good. I take my 2 back off the top. We divvy up the rest. Plus, we'll find some shit. We'll throw that in the pile too. We'll divvy everything up. Equal.
Null and I get the first pick of what we find.
I get my 2 back. You get first pick.
You undercut us.
I didn't undercut shit.
You did so.
Last time
I'm
you
disappointed.
negotiated anything.
On the other hand, I guess me getting my ass kicked in the pits didn't really help much.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, relax. I didn't
What
see
am I
you
supposed
go
to say
down
when
there
that
fight.
LaFleur motherfucker brought that up?
Oh, we should actually tutorialize this. You did get your ass kicked. So roll black and red. We'll see how damage works.
Oh, I love it.
We don't need to see.
Yeah,
we
need to see. It's important.
Yeah, I agree.
Rough brush strokes. Oh, man. Smoke is made of stiffer stuff. That's a 9 in the black over a 5 in the red.
Okay. So I'm going to be nice, and I'm not going to do the full thing. But the way it typically works with damage is the black is the amount, and the red is the area. So that would be 9 stun to your torso, where the guy just worked your kidney like a speed bag.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do that. I'll let you take 4 stun to your body. So those are diagonal slashes. That won't kill you yet. There's also
I
kill
remember
damage.
this part.
Kills as an act.
It feels a bit killy. Again, we haven't left the compound.
We have not left the compound.
How them ribs feeling?
Not great.
I'd poke you
Your
in the ribs.
stupid
I don't
idea
want
to
to
go
fucking
down there.
touch you. Yeah, you know what was my idea? It was my idea for you to go down there and beat somebody up. You made up your own idea of getting ass kicked. That wasn't my idea. Listen, where else are we going to get this bounty? All right, listen. 18 bounty. Fuck. 6 each. I get first pick of what's out there. Or I take my 2 off the top, and you motherfuckers can argue about who gets first pick.
Deal.
There we go. We got, hell yeah.
All right, everybody roll self-control. Null, you add your self-control and 2 more because you want to go kill casualties because of your faith. So self-control actually gets easier when you do things your faith demands, and harder when you do things your faith is against. Yeah. So you have your adaptability +2 as a result of being a believer. Everybody else is just rolling their adaptability on their black. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, no,
I
that's
needed
good.
every bit of it.
So did I.
The one on the black, but I get +4 to that for a 5/3.
Yeah, the fear means you're about to go do God's holy work for humanity. Yeah.
The fear is the sign that there is an opportunity.
The mistake of previous phase was not having a positivist definition of good work, but yours is a KD, so it's something that can be gamified. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anybody else fail?
I rolled a 1 on the black, but I get +2 to give me a 3/2, so I came fucking
There
close.
you go.
Man, that's close. I killed it. 9 + 1 is 10/4. Smoke's, talking a big game here, but really, like, as a latent, he knows he's lucky to be part of any kind of crew at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you're in a much better position than these guys when they get out there. Yeah. You can get a scratch and keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I get a scratch and I'm going to swallow my shotgun.
Yeah. All right. They set off the alarms, and you go out the east gate, and you look across the river to just the smoke pouring off the wall that they've built on the far side of the Mississippi. And then you see in the distance the new Corentexture skyscrapers with the lockdown apartment floors and magnetic apartment locks and viral sniffers and all that fancy stuff spiraling up where they're reinventing the city on the inside. And you hear the drones of the kill swarms buzzing over the top of the Mississippi, looking for any idiot dumb enough to try and run the river during daylight. But it's fine if you just stick to the floodlands and far away, too far out for the sniper shots in case any of those DHQS assholes gets bored on the other side. And you go walking through the blasted out industrial wasteland on the edge of West Memphis that was abandoned since the crash. So everyone spend labor just for hoofing it.
Okay.
Because you're walking. And then who is on point?
I mean, Smoke could be on point. He's got his arms and legs wrapped in heavy carpet armor, and the axe over his shoulder. But he doesn't really know what he's looking for. So I don't know if Greasy needs to be in front because he knows.
There's
what
no
kind of
cars
vehicle
currently
he's-
here. You're in a basically a. They didn't build anything here because it just flooded out multiple times a year. So
Right.
you're in large open fields, and you don't want to go closer to the city because that's where there's way too many to handle.
Right. I remember
Right.
that. That's nice to be like in a wide open space because you have those sight lines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be Glean. That I need you to roll, Smoke.
Oh, nice.
No, don't say nice. I don't have anything in Glean. His bandages are wrapped so tightly around his eyes. Yeah, I know. Get no idea.
Mm.
Hey, Greasy, over there. You think that's a muskrat?
You got a pocket full of rocks?
I do have a pocket full of rocks. I'm
Oh, no,
chugging one.
fuck no. I was kidding. We got to go.
Right.
No time for rock and
You
socks,
see
whatever
Smoke while he's talking just disappear down off of the little buttressed levee you guys are walking off of as a hand comes out of this boggy mud and grabs his foot and starts pulling down.
Oh, fuck.
You should roll exert, Smoke.
Yeah, I will. My
Right.
labor is going fast, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's.
This is going to
strong
cost
as
labor
shit,
because
so
it's a physical thing, so you need at least one to get your skill. And do you want to spend more?
everything he does cost. No, I don't want to spend
Okay.
more. All right, I can't want to spend even one. All right, you know what? Oh yeah, 10/1.
All right. Yeah. He manages to grab and kick it off as it like this mossy, like ghillie suit of mud on this casually, and its teeth clacking after him. comes up, and he manages to kick it into the deeper mud and the lowlands, and it gets stuck even harder and can't get out. And you see now that the teeth is clacking and it's agitated it. There's a bunch of them that, they can't swim, so they just drift with the current if the water. And you see this floodland, there's a ton of them just completely mired, unable to get out, just thrashing around.
Oh my god.
In like a landmine formation around you.
Just like arms and heads and torsos,
heads,
just
sometimes
buried.
feet where they're buried face down because they don't need to breathe. Most of these are naked, and they are been stripped of anything that would give you bounty. You need ID to get bounty and score extra. But the noise is attracting some from up the hill closer to the city. And you see a mob break through a fence and start shambling towards you. Now they're far enough away you could get away, right? Or you could try and stay on this relatively dry land and encounter them. They have clothes on. They might have some bounty on them, but they're also unencumbered by the mud. And you would need to get to them before they get mired in the mud, and there's no bounty for you to possibly get, even if you kill them. So what do you want to do? Do you want to rush towards these casualties and harvest them in an attempt to get what they have on them before they reach the big mud flats that you're passing through? Or do you just want to keep moving on your way? Because there's no way they're going to catch you once they get mired in all this shit.
Oh, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Let's go, boys.
Are you sure? There's a debt to be paid here.
Oh, mother.
It's a wonderful opportunity.
We got lots of debts to pay later on. Yeah. They're a little cross thing. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, all right.
Hang on. Didn't we say that any bounty we find is ours? I mean...
Oh, you motherfucker.
This could be some. Look at it. It's like one little mob. It'll probably take 10 minutes?
You ever been out here before, boy? Yeah, one little mob turns into two little mob, three little mob, four little mob. I don't know if the word exponential means anything to you, but that's how that shit goes out here, man.
Well, what, are you going to be hooting and hollering and blowing off grenades? We just keep it quiet. We'll be fine.
Oh, motherfuck. All right, hands up if we take him on. Who puts their hands up? Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, bounty.
You dirtbag motherfuckers.
And we promise it'll be fast.
Let's make this quick, boss.
Oh, I get called the boss, but I'm
got,
outvoted? Who's the boss? Who you calling
Null's
boss?
got work to do.
Sure the fuck ain't Poncho's the boss. You're the boss?
You're a fair boss, running a democracy.
It's a beautiful thing, democracy.
Yeah, look where it got us, mother.
All right, how are you dealing with this? So the casualties are coming. They are currently at long distance. If you had a long gun, like a shotgun, that could be a task attack, where it's just one roll to see if you get all of them and see how much it costs. But you guys are melee or handguns with Null and Smoke. You're more hands-on, so you can run across this sort of levee area that's still dry and get to them when they're still headed down the slope. But then you're going to be in range, so that's the only way to do it. You got to get up.
But if we use the shotgun, isn't that
shooting shit?
The shotgun will be loud. That will draw more.
Yeah, I ain't shooting that. I don't even want to go over there, motherfuckers.
Your pistol is silent,
shooting my
so
shotgun.
you can use it, but you're still going to be in short range. They're much faster.
And if I use my handgun,
yeah,
the shoot, ability doesn't take labor, right?
It does not. It takes bullets. Yeah. But
Thank
you will do
God,
skill damage, meaning that you will kill that many casualties. So the way I track this, just for everybody who's not watching us, is I just roll. So I'm letting you decide if you want to do this because we're learning the mechanics. But I rolled a 7 black and a red 5. Black is mass. That's the number of skulls you have to pop. 5 is rush. That is how fast they are coming at you. If red is higher than black, they're gonna get there this turn. If black is higher than red, you got one turn before they get there. And then they can only attack in melee, and that's when you're in danger. So there's that. However, you're takers, so you're professionals. You don't roll for hit locations like you do with people. If you get a hit, it does the head. And you don't just get one of them, you do skill damage. So, like, if your wield is 3 and you get a success, you don't kill one of them, you kill 3 of them because you are a taker and this is the only thing you practice. It's not like they dodge or flinch from they see flesh and they make a straight line, and you're really good at interrupting that straight line with something sharp and pointy. So yeah, that would be how it works. So you're at 7-5. You guys could both engage and get into melee range and try and take them down before they get close enough to get fast to you, or what do you want to do?
Can we have a short range action before we get into
the short range
melee?
action is me rolling the dice. If they were at a long range where your pistol can't reach, I would just say there's 7 of them. You would, if you succeeded, spin 7 charges, they're all dead. If you fail, I say spin 7 charges plus 1d10 because you missed, and then they're all dead. But once they're in short range, they see you and they start coming faster. So if you two are going to engage in your quiet range, it's going to be up close.
Null's going to move towards them quietly at first, but building speed, and he's going to get to a run and engage them head on.
Fucking A. Yeah.
Fucking lunatic.
Smokes right behind him.
No, I'll give you a point of will for that. That's some black math shit.
Yeah.
So like, hey, how do we plan this
That
out?
really is.
Like machete and a shield.
0 approaches,
All right,
friends.
so that is a toll to roll, so you got to spend 1 labor to swing your machete, obviously.
Okay. 1 labor.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so then that's my fight or my
That
wheel?
would be wield, yes.
Okay.
Now you can spend more and add to your wheel. So you're at +3 because you spent 1. If you spent 4, you'd be at 4. 5 would be 5. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to spend any. I rolled a 10 over 3 plus my 3, 13 over 3.
All right. Describe Null decapitating, or how does he just kill 3 of them as they're running at him? Yeah.
Okay, so he just, like I said, he starts slow and then he picks up speed to a jog. Eventually he's just coming full tilt at a sprint, and the first one, just at a full run, he jumps in the air with his riot shield and just bucks one clean off, and then does kind of like a barrel roll and pops up and just cuts the heads off of 2 more that are right behind him, and then just kind of crouches down with his shield sort of on the ground and the machete out beside him.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So the thing about melee tactics is they damage both mass and rush. So now he's down. Now it's down to 4-2. So you've only got 4 skulls left to crack. But the thing is, every taker gets to act before the zombies. They're slow. So if you want to jump in on this smoke, you could shoot. You could dive in with your axe. What do you want to do?
Yeah, Smoke does. He's used to being in the front. He forgets sometimes how aggressive Null can be in his God-given pursuit. He's behind, so he's gonna actually pull out his handgun, his silenced handgun, and kind of cover Null a bit. So he's gonna run and kind of stand his ground and take shots at some of the infected that are around him.
All right. So that's going to be spending 1 off the handgun that you have, because that's the toll to roll a shoot check.
Yeah.
And then if you want to spend more by just pumping rounds downrange, you are more likely to hit. So anything past that would add to your skill. So if you spent 2 charges, you'd actually be at +3. 3 would be actually +4. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend 2.
Okay.
We'll make sure he's got good cover
So
here.
+3 shoot.
and +3 shoot. Here we go. Come on, baby. Ooh, that's great. That's an 11 over 8.
All right. You dome 2 of them. Is it like 2 shots?
Oh,
One?
it's an 8 and an 8.
Oh, it's an 8 and 8
great.
natural?
Yeah.
All right, that's double damage. Describe how you just basically put your hand over Null's shoulder and ice the 4 of them. Yeah.
Just like that. Just quick, fast.
Yeah. You all take
Smoke kind of surprised that it actually worked.
You all take a hushed moment. You can still hear the muddy ones that can't get to you up here thrashing around, but otherwise it's just the wind. You don't see anything else coming through that fence up the embankment. You're good.
You hear a dry, sort of chalky scraping, and if you look over at Null, you'll notice that he has a little chalkboard mounted to the inside of his riot shield, and he's tallying the 7 kills that we just got.
Well, fuck, that was pretty quick, boys.
Smoke puts his gun away
I
and he's
gotta
like,
say.
it's a lot more satisfying using the axe, but yeah, it's effective. Let's see what we got
Who
here.
wants to roll scavenge? If you're not latent, don't crit fail on scavenge.
Maybe I better
Just
scavenge.
an FYI, yeah.
I have a good scavenge roll too, but yeah, no, fuck that.
Scavenge. It's not going to do it though. I only got a 3 under a
You can
5.
still spin will.
I'm not spending my second will point. Caleb.
Then
The market's out to get me.
5 years in, it turns out pants aren't really meant to withstand shitting your cannibal guts out and wandering 24/7 in a wasteland. So not a lot of
Damn it,
IDs.
there's nothing here.
You killed 7.
There's nothing here.
Yeah, Nell feels good, but you didn't find any bounty. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Wow.
fuck then, huh? I see.
We got 7 of them.
Hey, you got less
That's good.
bullets now, and you're more tired.
And we've maintained balance for today.
Oh, motherfucking balance. We're gonna hear about this shit all day. All right, well.
Tell me more about the balance. No.
Oh, shut the. Let's go.
He says it just to bug Greasy. He doesn't actually care.
Let's
I
go.
could talk about God's math all day.
yeah.
Eventually, the ledger will balance. Null approaches.
All right.
All right.
Spend another labor as you spend the rest of the day walking.
Oh,
All right.
God.
And I just added this mechanic in second ed. It has no mechanic yet. I just think it's funny to ask, where do you camp that night? Like, what abandoned thing do you secure to sleep in that night? Yeah.
Have we approached this covered railway?
Yeah,
or
you're gonna
walking
get
along
there
it?
in the morning, but yeah, you're losing the
morning?
light. and
Okay,
it's not
so
a great idea to do your.
I wonder. I bet camping in a tree is
what
probably
I'm
a nice safe
Yeah,
option.
I'm going in a tree.
Yeah.
But it's a big floodplain, right? Are there trees?
There's some. Yeah, you're getting away from the floodplain. You're having to get closer.
All right,
and,
okay. All
you
right.
headed south a bit towards the Great River, the big Passover rail bridge that the government secured. They didn't mind that because they use it pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're moving towards the south of West Memphis. So yeah, trees are good. Yeah, people don't look in trees. People look in buildings. Yeah, not a lot of people out here doing the full Aragorn Ranger thing. It's a wet.
What's the weather like tonight?
Oh, it's wet
Yeah.
and miserable. It's raining and the shit's gonna flood soon. You should get this job over. But yeah, you're
man.
used to living rough. You're takers.
I pull out. I climb a tree and pull out my shame poncho, put it over my head, and try to sleep.
Yeah, everybody makes fun of the shame poncho until it rains. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
This
right?
is the only time this is worth anything.
What about pushing on through the night and just fucking going? an
If you want to be scavenging and trying to repair a truck in the middle of the night, you can do that. I'd be fine with it.
How many flashlights did you bring?
I got enough. You ever heard Greasy running out of flashlight? Hell no.
I have eliminated flashlights. Used to be gear you had to buy at upkeep, but I have removed that because it's so annoying to people. But you will be able to see something at night, just not very well. Yeah.
Oh, again, we
You want to keep moving, Greasy?
Well, I guess we did. Hands up, keep moving. Greasy puts his hand up.
Smoke's gonna put his hand up too.
Oh,
Feels
there we
bad
go.
that he went against Greasy earlier.
Okay.
Get out of that fucking tree. Let's move.
Spending
All right.
extra
Good, I
labor
hate
to
sleeping
huff
in
it.
trees.
Yeah, you guys are going through the night.
All right. Let's go.
Caleb, I have no labor left. What's going on?
Well, you can
Stupid.
refresh. That's part of the game. Yeah.
How? Remind me how I refresh.
So under your int skill,
Yeah.
the number you
Oh,
have in
yes.
int is the number of times you can completely refresh charges on one item, and labor counts as
including labor. Okay.
because you had
Oh,
more
sweet,
than the
that's
caloric minimum and Gatorade instead of water. You know, the good shit. you
Right.
know. That is what that represents when you're talking about your physicality. But it could also be charges in a battery, bullets in a gun, gauzes in a first aid kit. It's all
You know what it is? It's a whole bag full of old sour peach candies, but they're so old that they're kind of gray now, but they still pack a punch. He
nice.
saves them for emergencies.
A 5-hour
yeah.
energy drink.
So
What are those called? Fuzzy peach. That's
so
what they are, fuzzy.
normally, if you wanted to refresh your labor, you just erase it, and you can just say you do it whenever. So you can wait till you've spent all of it and just erase it.
I'll wait till
Other things, it takes
Okay.
time to refresh them because you have to reload the gun or recharge the battery or stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all right, you push through the night. So you go to this area, like most areas in the United States that still had rail when the crash went down. It was an industrial wasteland of urban decay. If you want to find someplace that, is the butthole of your city, walk the rail tracks, especially if they have any kind of industrial traffic there. You're in this area. Thankfully, a low population density. So, going at night, you get the feet and you hear the shuffling of casualties and the snap of their teeth down dark alleys. But you keep moving at a brisk job, and you keep the light on only when you need it. And the good thing is it makes them harder to find you too. And eventually you get to using the satellite imagery that you got from LaFleur on the specs. You get to the fallen sound wall, and you see where it's downed in this sort of abandoned industrial yard where you look like there's a bunch of trains that were pulled off the tracks before the sound wall got erected by the DHQS and abandoned there. A bunch of old cars and a bunch of like warehousey shit, like where you live now, but just that never got recovered or filled with people, and it's just been decaying for 5 years.
Right.
So yeah, you're at the scene. You can investigate what happened to the wall. You can look around the area for a truck. You could go onto the tracks. All you see is a big hole in a giant concrete wall right now.
Well, there it is, boys. Lock up that motherfucker. Take our bounty.
As soon as we get there, Null is concerned by the hole in the concrete, and I do start investigating to see if I can figure out what might have blown a hole in this concrete.
Totally.
All right. Do you have like any technical skills that would help you with that, or
technical skills? Not really. No.
reoffend is crime. Rig is a technical skill. That would help figure something out.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll a rig to see how something, if I get any ideas on how something might break this wall. Oh, nice roll. So I rolled a 9 plus 1 is 10 over 2.
All right, you think it's probably just rot, right? Like they built it real fast, like they do in all sorts of core and texture. Shoddy, but will hold up against somebody throwing a shoulder against it. That's what you want against zombies, and that's what you're expecting. They didn't seal it right. The rebar rusted. That's what you're expecting. That's until you see the scorch marks where they connected to either side of the concrete panels. Probably thermite, if you had to guess.
Interesting.
So this was put down intentionally. This is not what LaFleur said. It is not something that just fell down.
And the sun hasn't come up yet, right?
Not. All of you can, in fact, roll glean.
Okay.
Nope.
I rolled a 9 over 3.
2 under 10.
You guys are trying not to caulk, obviously. The rain is helping. The rain makes lots of sound. It sends the casualties all over the place. And you're trying to be quiet and communicate with hand gestures. You think you hear some shambling inside the train corridor right off the end of the bridge where you're at, which wouldn't be uncommon. They get in there. There's not 100% fences all the way along the train tracks. But then, no, you think you hear was that French? Was that a snippet of French coming from the train tracks?
Did you guys hear that? I try to move up to where the train tracks are from where I'm standing and see if I can get a better view.
You're looking around the sound wall, and you see down, and you see there's you see a flash of red light and then it goes off real quick, and then you hear some more whispering, and then you see another like longer red flashlight pointed against, like running along the rails for a little bit as somebody's walking with it, and then it shuts off again, and you hear more whispers.
You guys see that, right? We got company. How far away are the lights that I'm seeing?
They're like 100 yards down from 100 yards further west from where you're standing at the hole in the.
And the whispering, it seems like they're talking about us. Is that the sense that I'm getting?
You could have sworn you heard a wee in there, like a wee wee, like a French, like.
Ah, mais oui.
Yeah.
Null's gonna call out, "Bonjour, comment ça va?"
Motherfuck. I'm gonna
all of you roll
scrambling
self-control.
Oh shit.
Kurt, you're crazy.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, I failed.
Failed.
If you failed and you're Smoke and Greasy, take 1 to detachment. This is why you don't like people, especially Null, because you can't be trusted to do stuff. How'd you do, Null, on that?
I rolled a 6 over 4.
Okay, you're fine. You see those red lights pop on, all go towards you, and then you see those laser sights all pop onto you right as you pop around to the other side of this now extremely painted, lasers going up and down the hole between the sound panel and red lights. You hear some shouted French, and you're getting a call from an unrecognized number on your Ubix specs, Greasy. Do you want to answer it?
Oh man,
Shit.
it's a whole duck operation out here.
Oh motherfucker, they're calling me. What do I do, boys?
You're asking me?
Fuck no. I answered. I'm gonna hang up, end the call.
You're getting. They're calling right back.
What the fuck?
I think you better take that call, Greasy.
So Kurt's still in the. Sorry, Null is still in the hole in the wall.
I think
the
he
gap
probably
in the
would have
wall
pulled back when the laser sights came out. I didn't want to control Null's character,
Probably.
but you can just be glaring at him if you want. With the, if so, they're on your skull.
No, I'll
they're
pull back
painting
behind
your head,
cover.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna start scrambling out. I'll answer the call.
All right, spend a charge off your specs.
Bonjour.
Howdy, partner. Are you lost?
Well, that all depends on your definition of lost, I guess. Do I know
You're not one of
exactly
those
where I am?
DHQS bastards, are you?
Oh.
No. No, I am not. Are you one of them DHQS bastards?
No, just a fellow American trying to make a living. Why don't you
fellow
come out and
American.
introduce yourselves to us?
Well, we got you here right here on the call. I'm not really an in-person kind of guy.
You hear the sound of like feet hitting the ground as they've jumped that barricade and are now moving up on your side to flank you. Really think it'd be best if we
my
talk,
God.
friend?
Oh, it looks like you've already self-invited here, like a little pop-it. Yeah, no, that's cool. We're friendly. We're friendly folk.
Why don't you come out on the
Oh.
tracks?
Well,
I'll come out on the tracks too. You want to see me first?
Oh my god.
oh, you bet your ass I do.
All right, I'm coming. He shoots you a video feed. You see a guy walking in the darkness away from those red lights on up the train tracks. You see where you're at, and he comes around the corner. He's got his hands up. You see a dude wearing Ubix specs. He's got like a bunch of rags hanging off of him and what looks like a like a hooded pelt, like sort of ghillie suit kind of thing. And otherwise just, clothes. Bald, got a bunch of scars on his face. Holding his hands up. Just want to talk. Didn't expect to see him out here late at night.
You and me both, my friend.
You might want to come on the tracks. We didn't clear out there. We didn't clear that parking lot. They could come up on your back.
Mind if I have a small... Please hold.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna save my charge. He hangs up and keeps there with his hands up in front of you.
Okay, we huddle up, put our heads real close together for a little convo here.
I didn't think we got much of a choice, fellas.
Caleb,
No, I think
our characters are smarter than we are in this world. So we're assuming this is just another group of takers. We don't recognize them. They're not from our enclave.
You don't recognize them. Again, if we'd done a campaign, you would know like who your regional competitors are, so you'd know the other enclaves around. None of them speak French. That's odd.
Yeah.
Real outsider. It has like some pretty high tech. It appears like stuff.
I thought they were ducks.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
but it doesn't appear they are. He just really wants to talk to you. Yeah.
let's hear him out, Greasy.
Or you two motherfuckers stay down here, and I'll go up. At least I can maybe shoot him with a shotgun before the motherfuckers kill me. You still got your poncho on? Take that shit off.
No, I don't have it on.
Oh,
What do you think,
good.
stupid?
I will go up. I'll keep my hands up.
Hey, friend,
man.
where are you from?
Well, just down the way. You?
That place called Spirit?
Well, there ain't too many other places around here, so there's no point in lying to you. Yeah, from Spirit.
Yeah, we heard to look at it when we were coming in. We're from out west.
All right. Like you said, I did not expect to find anyone out here. Seems like a strange place to be bumping into people.
Yeah, we were out here doing some work. We were about to wrap up. You out here doing work?
I suppose you could say that. And I'll look over to where the concrete wall has been damaged. We was told that wall had fallen over.
Yeah, it was like that when we got here. Hired us to repair the
Oh.
tracks.
Sorry, come again?
Hired us to repair the tracks.
Who hired you?
Train company.
What's the... I need to make... Is there like an insight? What's the insight check there?
Do you have
I
Glean?
need to... yes, I need to... Yes, read vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely 1,000%. Oh, 10 over 8 in the good way.
In the good way.
Oh, that was close. 9 and an 8.
Reading vibes. You didn't need to roll to read the vibes were fucked. Now you're starting to see why the vibes are fucked. You see in their guns. Guns look like standard M4, but the attachments look like the wrong brand. None of these guys are speaking when you are around, and none of them are speaking English. They seem to have one spokesperson talking to you. By repairing the tracks, they seem to be wiring big wads of some myelin wrapped thing to them. And the guy talking to you has burns, but they aren't fire burns. They aren't they aren't burns from like the sun. They aren't burns from latency. And so that probably means radiation. So if you had to put money on it, you're guessing these guys are Canadian separatists, maybe Quebecois. The whole first strike thing against Canada to stop the undead outbreak. You thought the tariffs were bad. Canadians are not big fans of their southern neighbors anymore, to the tune of like desperate suicide bombing hatred of U.S. institutions.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So taking out this bridge, the DHQS would not like that.
It doesn't appear to be taking out the bridge. He appears to be taking out right after it gets across the bridge, which means it would probably derail, knock down all of the sound walls all the way around it, and let a big horde of casualties that just heard a dinner bell akin to a TNT blast go pour across said bridge.
Yes.
DHQS has the entire army over there. They can probably stop it. They can blow the bridge themselves, but this would be a disaster in your current economic market. Like, this would be huge. Like, all that smuggling shit you do with the DHQS now, kiss that shit goodbye. They're gonna shoot you all
we don't
on
want
sight.
that.
There's gonna be crackdown measures. It's gonna be terrible for the smuggling. Now, if you knew it was going to happen before it happened and positioned yourself correctly, it might actually be bad for the moss, but so what do you want to do? Your job is to park a truck in front of this shit, and they don't appear to care about that. But these guys all have guns on you. The guys come up in the parking lot to where Null and Smoke are hanging out and just sort of appraise them, and they look like they've had rough lives, and some of them are wearing like red leaves with skulls on them, are bleeding Canadian flags, and just glaring you both down real hatefully. What
I love it.
What do you want to do?
These guys are scary and
Breezy,
super
this
cool.
is a negotiation or it's a gunfight? What do you want to do? Yeah.
Oh, I don't think Greasy wants this to be a gunfight.
So what were you hired to do, friend?
Fix that there wall. Easy little mechanic job.
Oh,
I ain't no soldier. You look at me.
they just want you to fix the wall?
It just nods.
That works for me. Subcontractors, right? Never real efficient.
Sometimes it takes a little to get through.
You want some
They are
help?
paying me. Well, no, I think we're all good.
Sure. My boys can help. We're almost done here. We takers got to help each other out. Like that hat, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, 2025 World Series champs. Last time they won it before all the shit. Well, I reckon you have a little bit of work to do. Seems a little above my pay grade. Ooh, maybe best to ignore, I believe they say.
Yeah.
Nods.
You just gonna build a new wall? Are you gonna use plywood? What's your plan?
Oh, well, the fucker, I was just gonna find a truck and park it.
Oh, hell. We got you covered. Hold around
Well.
right there. Yeah, he talks to some guy. Some guy runs off, jumps through the hole. He goes running into the dark of the parking lot. You see in an alley that you hadn't seen before, a bunch of headlights pop on. And this guy, pulls what looks to be like you'd say like an APC chassis with like a shitty rental van, like panel van hooked to the back of it to make it like fuck up the shape. It goes like the engine sounds better than anything you've ever run out here. And
Wow.
he pulls it up. He's like, "You just want us to park in front of the panel?"
Yeah, what do we got there? Mind if I wait, you don't need that, Rick?
No, we got a different ride back. We're gonna not want to be seen in that car.
That's what you came here in?
Yeah. It's not running so great. We can just find a new one.
Oh. Well, I might know someone who can fix some shit up. I find something else to park there.
Well, I mean, you gotta leave
Excuse
the
me,
park there,
Ash.
obviously, right? And I mean, I don't want to leave you out in this rain.
You're awfully friendly, fella.
Hey, I'm a fellow American. We gotta stick together. So he holds out your hand for a handshake. Yeah. There's 10 bounty in it.
In his hand?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Motherfucker. So why is this so complicated? Now do take my hat off and walk around and pace in a circle for a second.
It's not complicated, friend. Your job's finished. Go home. We have no quarrel with spirit. You're just people trying to survive.
Well, and that's all fine and dandy, but I assume you too, just trying to survive. Am I right?
Yeah. Some of us have higher callings, though.
Oh yeah, no, I know about the math and the yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've
like
heard
that.
all that shit. That's a weird motherfucking thing. Hey, okay. But what if someone is just doing their thing and trying to survive, but what they do kind of fucks up how somebody else is trying to survive, and what do we do then?
Well, I guess we make sure those people are okay. He puts another 10 bounty in his hand.
Oh, this shit's stressing me out.
Listen, brother, I can't spend it where I'm going. I'm asking you to go home. I'm asking you to kiss your kids on the head. I'm asking you to have a good night's sleep. I'm asking you to dig in.
Well, fuck that. This I know. Mother. I
Smoke comes up behind Greasy. And
I feel I need to talk to my boys.
Take the money.
Well, easy there, Poncho. You see what the motherfuckers got going on here?
It's not going to damage spirit. It's far enough away. You're secured enough with your fence. You will be okay from the casualties. You have no fucking idea what this is going to do to the entire economy of the area. But
Yeah. It's Greasy's concern at the moment. Well,
how concerned is Greasy? Is Greasy concerned enough to
He's
fight
less-
these
to get
Canadian
mowed down?
jihadists? Or is he concerned enough to say, hey, nobody go out tomorrow. I'm going to be home counting my 30 bounty.
Yeah, I think that's about as concerned that he is. That's second 10.
All right.
Well, sir.
We could even take the truck back with us.
Well, I think he's something. I don't think that truck's no good. I was kind of thinking that too, but the way he's talking, I think we leave that truck here.
Yeah, that truck's going to be drone striked pretty much the second this shit happens. So I would not have that parked next to my house. You also have the gas. So if you're not spending that on the truck, you can sell that, and that is worth a sizable amount of bounty if you're not wasting it getting a panel van up here. Yeah.
This fellow friend, this a friendly Canadian.
Yeah.
Speaks a good game.
They're known for being friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hear. That's the hat. All right. Well, fuck. Unless you got any objections over there, no?
I don't think we have any choice.
This is like making the best of a bad situation.
That's a great way to look
you know
at
what?
it.
We've got one gun. These guys have automatic weapons with laser rifles and ghillie suits.
All right, they're my friendly Canadian. It looks like that we will park your truck. Happily take our little payoff here, and I think we just mosey on back. What do you guys say?
I think that's a great idea.
Now, as
agree with
fellow
you.
takers, obviously, you're going to protect our trade secrets, right?
I didn't see shit. I came out here and drove a truck in and just happened to find 10 bounty in the backseat. Lucky me.
Sounds good.
20.
Easy job. In and out. Back home before the rain.
It's a pleasure working with you.
You think you ever find yourself in spirit? You come look us up.
I will. It's good to have friends.
It's a pleasure to meet some gentlemanly Canadians.
Man, this Weird. That's what Greasy mutters to himself.
Maple Jihad.
All right. And that's the end of the job. So you got 38 bounty total, plus whatever you can sell the gas once you get back.
Oh, maybe I'll keep that gas.
Wow.
You guys don't know about that gas.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, we
keep that
do.
gas.
Carried it there yet.
So if you split
Oh,
that
this is-
three
this is
ways,
empty.
and if you count up the upkeep of all of your gear, plus your number of dependents times 3, because that's what it takes to support them, that's your overhead costs. And then you'll see how much you scored, basically, if you want to get video gamey about it. But
Oh, nice. Okay.
but that's a point of Red Market's job. So, for instance, if this was a campaign, you've just derailed a government train full of tourists that
Yeah.
were out to see how safe the loss was. So, guess what? Your next macro, when we get back to Spirit Enclave, the economy is going to be very different. I would be offering very different jobs. They would have very different prices and requirements.
Yeah.
If you got if everyone learned that you knew the terrorist attack was coming and didn't do anything, that would give you a rep spot. So that would affect every future negotiation you have, because you were the people who didn't do that. Or if you saved everybody, you would have been the people who did that. So yeah, contracts are little one session things, but if you play them long term, the more you do shit and the more you compromise and the more you talk and scam your way through, you build this sort of head of steam of consequences that ends up affecting your whole enclave. Yeah.
Huh, that's awesome. Oh, shit. I love that was Canadians.
Yeah, you guys picked a
Yeah,
Canadian
that was
job.
tense
Good.
as
I
fuck.
had 3. Yeah.
Man, I love how I can see more in this game how the role playing happens and the world development and the story development and how everyone's crafting this together in a way that I hadn't really felt before.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of lore in the book, lore stuff in the book for the market.
Yeah.
Because it's good to think of because it's never just economics. It's not Main Street. It's international. It's politics. It's intrigue. It's it's corporations. It's all that stuff. So that's all in there for them. But the microeconomic, which is what concerns your player characters, that's where do you go? Who offers that in your neighborhood? What's your enclave do for that? How you build all that stuff up, and then you decide how it goes by putting your feet on the levers of power by which jobs you take and how you perform them. Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's
amazing in
cool.
a campaign to build your own enclave and essentially determine what your economy looks like. What do you have a lot
constantly
of? What do
be
you need more
evolving and
of?
changing.
How can you trade and get more what you need? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Instead of
I
just
hope the game
necessarily
works for you
going through
guys as a
jobs.
one shot. But yeah, it is very much it does thrive in a campaign setting, because by then you've written a whole story for your business and you've got a retirement plan and all sorts of wacky stuff. So
Yeah.
That's the end goal, right? To be able to retire in those nice spires with the magnetic doors. And
yeah, as you're walking home and hear the explosion behind you, I imagine you're all thinking very hard about retirement and hoping it comes soon. Yeah, before anyone comes to question you about that. Yeah. If you would like to try a game of Red Markets, please go check out the second edition playtest. I'm accepting playtest feedback on the beta. For anyone who cares to play it, you don't have to buy it. It's free online on DriveThruRPG or itch.io. I think it's pay what you want because I can't make it completely free. But if you want to play 0 for my unfinished, untested game, I completely understand that. But the price of admission is you got to send me a feedback form, and I'm accepting feedback through all of 2025. And then next year I'm going to work on revising it, and we're going to try and get a second edition out sometime. Yeah. But I'd appreciate it if you give it a try without the guy who created it running it, because that's where I really want it to work. So yeah.
But listening to this could go a long way towards helping you run your own game.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great way you
smoothly.
tutorialed your way through it. That was fucking fantastic.
I currently have a playtest campaign of me revising all the second edition rules. So a lot of the rules change and are wrong. So maybe don't listen to that as an example, but it's behind a paywall on Heaven on Games Open Design. But once I get a 2.1 beta done based off this year of revisions, I'm going to run just an open, no pay podcast, and everyone can hear me AP it, for free. Give
Awesome.
an example. Yeah.
Oh,
Amazing.
that sounds great. Well, we really appreciate it, and we're gonna get you back and do some more of this because that was a lot of fun, man.
All right, cool. It was
That
a
was
blast. Thanks,
great
guys.
game. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you for listening to another episode from Actual Play Entertainment. Please rate us, review us, and subscribe. If you liked what you just heard, give us 5 stars and tell your friends. If you didn't like it, then tell your enemies. You'll show them. And for more information and content, visit actualplayentertainment.com.
Hey, I'm role playing here.